Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Monday night / Tuesday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. It's Tuesday morning for me here in Southeast Asia, Monday night for my friends in the US. Trump has been inaugurated. The markets were volatile yesterday. Bitcoin shot up to about 109, back down to 101, but 100K seems to be holding a support so far. That's our goal. We'll see if we can maintain that. Let's go to the charts. Okay, should be seeing my Bitcoin day chart. And we're above all the EMAs, 20, 50, and 200 on the day chart. So that's good news. We're at 1016, looking to hold 100K as support. So Bitcoin can bounce off that and take off to the next stratosphere level, 120, 150, something like that. Something like that. That would be awesome. Let's see, Ethereum not joining the party as much, down around
No.
3,200. Whoa, what was that?
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Okay. Um, let's everybody mute yourselves unless you have something to say or question to ask. All right. So yeah, around 3,250 for Ethereum. It's hanging in this lower range that I've drawn, but it's below the most of the EMAs, the 20 and the 50, above the 200. But really kind of looking to establish support, maybe around the 3,250, 3,300 area. If we can get this next bounce, get over 4,000 and stay there. Other than the inauguration, I wasn't really aware of any news, but I just got up a little while ago. So if you guys have something to share, go ahead and do that now. Any other questions or comments about the markets overall? Okay. Well, now that the inauguration has happened, let's see what we can do with the market. Oops, altcoin alert. I'm on easy mode. It's off. Altcoin radar is on. I've got all the columns from which to sort, and I'm going to refresh, get the most current information, and then head over to AA score. Look for values 80 and higher. And dog Wi-Fi hat is the only one that's really close at 76. Again, I'm not really seeing anything in the AA scores that interest me. Radium and Aave are coins I trade from time to time, but they're in the low 60s. So this happens sometimes. I'm going to bounce over to my next sort, social activity. Tends to produce more. Got MAGA Trump. Just took a dip. I was looking at this earlier, but now it's no longer has a pair that I'm interested in. I want to pair up social activity and trading activity. Elon's looking good. ENS was just something I trade from time to time. Tron is an older project. Aave, Helium, Algo. Let's look at ENS. This one I like to trade. And it is on my list. So I'll click that. This is my day trading setup, 15-minute chart. I've got the supply and demand visible range from Lux Algo, a free indicator for support and resistance, and the RTI relative trend index, which I use for entries, cumulative delta, which I use for confirmation on some trend-based trades. I mostly rely on the RTI. I like it when it breaks below the 20, like here, and then comes back up. And we have a good example of that one here. And it broke up to 13%. That's a great day trade. And happened again. And we got this move and took a little dip and then Made a nice move to about 8%. Love that as a day trade. As a day trader, I'm looking for 1 to 1.5% moves on the charts. I'm an experienced day trader, so I'm on a foreign exchange at 10x leverage. If you're less experienced, you're using Coinbase or something like that for your day trading, you're going to want to maybe look for 2 to 5% moves, maybe even higher, depending on what the support and resistance show you. Yeah, but I try to show people exits as well, retraces and exits, so they can plan their take profits. All right, so let's work this one up. We're right at the 20, it looks like. We just broke above it. So this one is it's pretty close to being a go for an entry. And your resistance, there's some here at around 3.8%. Up here at the bottom of the red zone, 9.6%. Then deeper into the red zone, a little over 10%. So those are all potential take profits on the day trade on ENS. And this coin's pretty well known throughout. It's on several exchanges, so don't know if it's on Coinbase. It is on Coinbase, so you can trade it there if you want. All right, so I like this setup on ENS. And I think, not financial advice, but I'm going to go ahead and take this trade. It's not the perfect entry because it didn't quite make it down to 20, so it might take another dip below 20 and come back up. But I still think it's worth it. And okay, I've got my trading screen on my additional screen to the left here, using a software that's not ready yet for public use, which I hope will be soon. And I am in on ENS, and it's already dipping. Well, that happens. So my software has additional purchases built in at certain levels. I always recommend you guys go in small on your day trades and hold back funds for additional purchases. Those improve your overall position, and you can also make even more money if you have 2 or 3 positions in and take a profit at a lower level. Technique we call ladder buying or dollar cost averaging. I do have videos on that subject, so if you're interested, check out my past videos. All right, so that's ENS as a day trade. Let's look at this as a swing. Go over to my 1-hour chart, and I'm still using the supply and demand visible range for support and resistance, but now I've got the super trend for entries, buy and sell, and then Trendilo LSMA for confirmation. So on a long entry, and we just got a red or a green candle here on our hour chart. I want all these to be into play. Like this one's ideal. It broke down into the green zone and bounced back up. Buy signal printed. You got the Trendilo LSMA. So that would have been a move of 9%, deeper into the red zone, closer to 10. I'm looking for 10 to 20% usually on my swing trades. Try to be in them for less than a week. But I'm not seeing a setup I like at the moment. So set an alert, right click on the super trend. And if you want to trade both directions, like I frequently do on day trading, you can leave this direction change condition. Most of us are going to be doing this, selecting the buy option only once, alert name, so social activity sort. If you make an entry into TradingView a few times, it will remember it. Notifications, notify an app on my phone, show toast notifications, that's a pop-up on my computer screen, and play a sound also on my computer screen, and choose one you like. There are quite a few. Click create, and you're good to go on your ENS swing trade. It's not showing quite enough for profit for me, so I'm going to pass on this, but if you guys want to get a 8 to 10% bounce, Next couple days, you might want to take this one. Set up that alert as shown. So, okay, any questions on ENS as a day trade or swing trade? Okay, let's see what else we can find. Back to altcoin alert. That was a social activity sort. 1 hour projected range. All right, flow looks really good here. 4% in the middle as an average. Upper is 8%. Lower is a positive value. That's unusual. Most of them will look like this. You get an upper value and a lower value. Upper value positive, lower value negative, and then an average. Let's look at flow. It is on Coinbase. Very good. All right, close to the middle area, but this one's has had some success when it breaks. It breaks the 50 value on the RTI. This is the middle dotted white line. When it came up here and broke through, it went up about 2%. I think I'd wait for the 20. The 20 values are much better. Shot up here, did really well. And another one here did really well. And this one is short value, but probably sufficient for my purposes. Yeah, 2.3 or 13%. So I think I'd want to set my alert on the 20 instead of the 50. So right click on the RTI, add an alert on the RTI, crossing up on the 20. Once per bar close, that was a 1 hour projected range. And notifications, leave as is probably. Click create, you're good to go. All right. And we'll look at this as a swing. Not bad. It's close to the green zone. It is dipping, so we set our alert on the super trend. Maybe change that to handbell. Click create, you're good to go on flow. Okay, we're at 70 cents. Where's this been lately? Looks like it was up to over 80 cents last week or a couple days ago. A 4-hour chart. On the 6th, it was high as 84 cents. On the day chart, these are potentially longer trades. Yeah, well over $1. So these are potential retraces you may want to choose for your take profit if you want to stay in a trade that long. Okay, any questions on flow? All right. And let's look at long-term sentiment. You can sort by short-term as well. I just don't seem to have very good luck with that one. So with long-term sentiment, I'm going to match that up with Elder Impulse Daily. So I got a sentiment indicator or sentiment sort and a technical sort. And when those coincide, that can be useful information. But we're not getting a match. Huh, it's unusual. There's one here on gas, on MAGA. Well, we were looking at Trump earlier. All right, might as well look at it again. It's on Kraken. So it was up in the near 100 just a few days ago, down to 33.95 now, but looks like it's starting to bounce off the green zone a little bit. We're below the 20. I think this is the one I'd want to get in, breaking above the 20. I personally don't trade meme coins, but a lot of people do and have had success. Condition crossing up on the 20. Once per bar close, leave it on all day. Long-term sentiment. And there you go on your alert for Trump. As a swing trade, should look pretty good. Yeah, it does. Hasn't been around very long. Just got a green candle on the hour chart coming out of the green zone. It's currently in a sell. I'm gonna get that buy signal. And you know the rest. So once you get the buy signal in Trendilo, it may not be enough information on this coin for this to kick in. So you'd be going at it based on support and resistance, which is at support now, and you could ride it all the way back up to 70, or even where this candle wick shot up to 98. That would be a reasonable, well, actually kind of a risky take profit. I'd rather get out here where the resistance is better established. So, any questions on the Trump meme coin? All right. Let's see. Any questions on Altcoin Alert before I head over to iCoin Pro? Hmm. My internet connection's unstable. That's not good. All
So it
right,
was you that I blanked out on.
maybe. Okay, iCoin Pro, home of the 123 dip. I've been using their Buddy Coin Crawler indicator or sort lately. I'm looking for values 3 to 4% and higher. As you know, or as I said, I like 1 to 1.5% moves on the chart for my day trades. And so that would qualify. Sorting by the average low to SMA. Low is 24-hour low. The SMA line is that red line you see between the green lines on my charts. So the mid area between the Bollinger Bands. I don't talk that much specifically about Bollinger Bands since I rely more on the RTI. That just shows sort of a range. Bollinger Bands do. The SMA line's in the middle of that range. If you want to learn more about those, email me at cryptocj13@gmail.com. I do have a video specifically about Bollinger Bands. Okay, on our list, Radium, Pepe, look like contenders. Gala, something I trade sometimes, but most of these are meme coins I've never heard of. INJ, Curve, Cody. Now we're getting to a few more I recognize. All right, that's enough. Let's look at, I traded CHR yesterday. Look at Pepe. Okay, that one is on Kraken. Perpetual futures. Okay, we'll look at this as a trade either direction then. Okay, so at the moment it's below the 20. It's at the green zone. So this could be a contender if it breaks above the 20. Right click on the RTI, add an alert.
I'm not seeing your graph. I just
Okay.
have you.
That's odd. All right, let me reshare.
Is it?
Oh,
No,
probably
I'm
when
seeing
that.
it. I'm seeing it.
Okay.
You might be
Not.
looking at the wrong window or something like that.
I can only have one window at a time. I'm on my phone.
You're probably seeing the person rather than the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a way of flipping it over, but I can't tell you what it is.
Mm.
Okay, well, you have to take my word for it then.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, Tama.
It's okay.
Pepe is currently on the 15-minute chart is at the green zone with 2 green candles printed on the 15-minute chart. So now I've got background noise. All right, please turn that off. All right, so it looks like an entry to me, or really close to one. The RTI is pointing down but below the 20, so you might want to set an alert on it. Right click on the RTI, add an alert, crossing up on the 20. And then you're good to go. And I have to disable all. Okay, let's go back to my share. Okay, when you join my Zoom call, please mute yourself unless you're talking or have a question. All right, Pepe. And I was setting up an alert. You've seen me do that before, but we're right at the green zone on the 15-minute chart. So look for a break above the 20 on the RTI, and that could be a good entry. So we have had a couple of fake outs in the last couple hours on this. Hold some funds back for additional purchases if you like to trade that way. All right, let's look at the hour chart for oh yeah, the setup looks pretty good on a swing trade as well. Right click on the SuperTrend, add an alert, choose the buy, and you know the rest. When this the signal kicks in and the Trendilo is confirmed, that would be a good entry. That probably happened around here somewhere. Then you have retrace potential as a take profit. Resistance here at about 8%. Again, here at about 16. And then deeper into the red zone, 24, and the very top, 28. So I think, 16 to 20% would be a good take profit for a swing trade on Pepe. If that's the kind of coin you want to trade. I don't really trade it, but a lot of people do. All right, any questions on Pepe? Is a day or a swing? Very well. We will look at one more buddy coin crawler, then probably wrap it up. What's the other one I like here?